When Mrs. Park turned 75, she developed a new routine she thought was healthy. Every morning, right after waking up, she'd drink 2 large glasses of cold water. She had read somewhere that it cleansed toxins and woke the body. It felt refreshing at first, but one winter morning, after gulping the second glass, she felt dizzy, nauseated, and cold all over. She tried to sit down, but her vision blurred. Her daughter found her trembling on the kitchen floor. At the hospital, the doctor sighed softly. "You didn't do anything wrong on purpose," he said. "But like many seniors, you made some dangerous mistakes with your morning water." The first mistake, he explained, was drinking too much, too quickly. As we age, the body's ability to regulate fluid balance weakens. Mrs. Park's kidneys couldn't process such a sudden flood of water at once. Your heart and kidneys get shocked when you force 2 full glasses immediately after waking, the doctor said. Your system hasn't even woken up yet. He advised her to start with just half a glass, sip slowly, and give her body time to adjust. The lesson stayed with her. Hydration should wake you gently, not overwhelm you. The second mistake was drinking cold water first thing in the morning. Mrs. Park always believed icy water was invigorating, but for seniors, cold water can actually constrict blood vessels and slow digestion. It can even trigger mild heart irregularities in those with heart conditions. Warm or room temperature water is best, the doctor said. It wakes your stomach, not shocks it. From then on, Mrs. Park began keeping a small thermos beside her bed, not filled with ice, but with warm water that soothed her body awake instead of startling it. The third mistake was drinking water before brushing teeth. It sounded harmless, but overnight, bacteria multiply rapidly inside the mouth. When you drink before brushing, you send millions of those bacteria straight into your stomach. Think of your mouth as a garden, the doctor said. If you water it before clearing the weeds, they spread. Mrs. Park had never thought of it that way. Now she brushed first, rinsed thoroughly, and then took her first sip, a small change that made her mornings feel cleaner, fresher, and safer. The fourth mistake was using water to replace breakfast. Many seniors drink large amounts of water thinking it will fill them up or help digestion. But skipping food after waking leaves the stomach empty and acidic, especially if you're on medication. Mrs. Park often delayed breakfast until noon, feeling bloated from all the water but weak by mid-morning. Her doctor explained, "Your body needs nutrition first, not just water. Otherwise, you're diluting your stomach acid and making digestion weaker throughout the day." He recommended a small meal after her water, a boiled egg, banana, or porridge. Soon, her energy returned, and her stomach stopped aching. The fifth mistake was drinking water immediately after taking morning medicine. Mrs. Park used to swallow her pills and then follow them with large gulps of water, thinking it helped absorption. But some medications, especially for blood pressure and heart conditions, need time to dissolve properly. Too much water too soon can wash them away before they're absorbed. Take your medicine with just enough water to swallow, her doctor warned. Then wait 15 minutes before you drink again. It was a small adjustment that prevented dizziness and uneven blood pressure later in the day. The sixth and most dangerous mistake was ignoring the body's signals. Seniors often drink water out of habit, or not enough at all, without noticing how their body reacts. Some overhydrate, flushing out vital minerals. Others avoid water, fearing frequent trips to the bathroom. Both extremes are dangerous. The body of an older adult is more fragile, and thirst doesn't always appear even when dehydration begins. The doctor taught Mrs. Park to check her hydration not by thirst, but by her morning pulse, urine color, and how her lips felt. If your lips are dry and your urine is dark, drink a little more. If your belly feels bloated or your heartbeat rises after drinking, ease off, he said. Balance, not excess, was the true secret. A month later, Mrs. Park's mornings looked completely different. She'd wake up slowly, stretch, brush her teeth, and sip half a glass of warm water while watching the sunrise. After 10 minutes, she'd eat a light breakfast and take her medicine properly. Her dizziness disappeared, her digestion improved, and she felt calmer throughout the day. When her neighbor Mrs. Cho bragged about drinking a full liter of cold water every morning, Mrs. Park smiled and said gently, "Be careful. Water heals, but it can also harm if you're not kind to your body." The truth she had learned was simple but profound. Even something as pure as water requires wisdom. For the young, water is just refreshment. For the old, it's medicine. And like all medicine, it must be taken correctly. Too much, too fast, or too cold, and it turns from friend to foe. But taken slowly, warmly, and with care, it can become the quiet miracle that keeps the body alive and the heart steady for many mornings to come.